it roll.
5,
3, 2. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you guys are healthy and safe and well. You know what I'm gonna say. If you're not already subscribed, pause this video and press subscribe down below. Along with that, hit the bell notifications link so you know when a new video goes live. Okay, so today you guys saw the birth vlog. You've kind of followed us along that journey. We posted on Instagram a box where you guys could submit questions as it relates to the birth vlog and all that stuff. So we wanted to do these questions and answer these questions for you guys. So no big long intro, let's just get straight into it. Per usual, Shay is behind the camera.
Hello,
hi people. She's gonna ask us the questions. And we also have baby girl here over here. If you keep seeing us look over to check on her, she's sitting right next to dad, but you can't see her in the frame. And she is straight chilling.
Big dog.
It's like she low-key knows when we're working and like when we're trying to film and do stuff. Only thing she doesn't really like yet is pictures, but we're working on it. She's only a few seconds old, so I think she'll get the hang of it soon.
Ready?
Yep, let's get to it.
Okay, I think the first question is, would you do it all over again?
Whoa.
As far as what part?
That's all they said.
That's all they said. Would you do it all over again?
Obviously, the first half, yes.
Which first half? You have a booger. Oh no, it's a hair.
Wow.
Everybody's doing the waxing trend.
Let's do it. Okay, focus. I think that I don't know if they were asking me about labor. But, oh. Okay, Stinka. You don't like it? You don't want us to talk about you?
Can I get this, please? Here.
Here you go, Mama.
Let me get it. Yeah, there you go.
She didn't want to not be in the video, so there's that. As far as labor is concerned, I mean, of course, look at what we have here. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it. Even just with the way that we went about it, you know, planning for home birth, all that kind of stuff. Literally, I regret absolutely nothing in that process, if that was the question. Yeah. How about you? You want mommy? Okay,
Yeah, hopefully you want mommy.
Or you don't want us to film at all? Okay, it's okay. What you need? There's too much light.
Well, as you can see, this is our beautiful bundle. So,
can you get the binky?
yeah, whatever.
Okay, Boga.
Like I said, our beautiful bundle. But, yeah, of course. But not the pain part, because she labored.
That's another question I think I saw.
Okay, well, I couldn't tolerate too much more of her saying this, so we'll wait to that next question. But, yeah.
Okay, baby, what's the matter?
Sis, how are you feeling?
I'm guessing this is to you.
Oh, there you go. You had to burpee. You feel better? Okay. I feel good. I think, honestly, I expected to be in so much pain for so long, so I'm low-key like still shook at how it wasn't as bad. None of it was as bad as I thought it would be. After those 3 days of labor, it was like everything else was just total bliss, to be honest, because I was no longer in the pain that I was in. Even coming home, the healing process, I feel good. I'm not dealing with any postpartum depression, and I like over planned for postpartum, which my midwife, doula, and my therapist, everybody said no one ever plans this much. Like I planned more for postpartum than I did for like birth and labor and all that kind of stuff, because I know that I can have anxiety and deal with anxiety. So for me, I think I was just frantic. Like, I want to make sure I have everything in line to make this process as smooth as possible for me. And everything I did, from like setting up family, you know, bringing food, setting up help from my friends and Harper's godmom, Shay behind the camera, you know, having my mom stay here certain nights of the week, getting a postpartum doula that helps with everything. So I feel like upping my therapy to 2 times a week instead of 1. I've done a lot to like over prepare and plan for postpartum so that I didn't have, so that I was okay.
Okay. How has being a mother/father changed you guys?
You first.
I think for me, I don't even have the words to put it together. I feel like birthing her like awoken a new me. So I don't feel like myself. But I can't really describe it. And I feel like when I talk to other moms, they're like, I totally understand. But I wish I could put it into words to like describe, because I also always felt like, just because I'm being a mom, I'm still gonna be me. I'm the same JaLisa. And like, while I still love the same things, I still, have the same aspirations, they've just heightened to a different level for me. But even just in terms of like who I am and like just who I am at core, my like every being just doesn't feel the same. But honestly, I can't describe to you. I can't describe, I don't know, I can't describe how, or, just really like tell you how it is, but I just do not feel like the same person. How about you?
Wow. Supposed to follow up on that, huh? But I mean, I love it. I just love being a dad. Best job in the world right now. So.
And let me tell you, he means it. Because even with me, like, I like try to step in and he's like, I am her father. This is my job. And even just like in terms of like me getting sleep or like whatever, literally, he will bring her to me to feed and then be like, give me my baby back. And go do stuff. He'll be like, go to sleep. You do, no, babe. I'm saying, because you're amazing. But like, he'll be like, feed her, and we're gonna go here. You sleep because you're trying to do too much. And I'm just naturally like, I got it type of person. And he's like, no, we're not doing that. You're gonna get your rest, and I'm gonna go with the baby, and we're gonna do what we do, and that's just it. So even in the middle of the night, if she's crying and he knows my boobs will start leaking and I won't even go to sleep, like if I can hear her crying.
So she has her set of headphones that she puts in.
So I have headphones that he suggests me put in when he takes her and they just go like hang out and do stuff. But you're really like super dad. It's really crazy. Are you done? Are you done? He really is though. Like I honestly, I don't plan on getting pregnant soon, but he sure make me want to, but I'm not.
How much do I?
No, not that much, but a lot.
Jesus. Take the wheel.
Are you done?
Okay, next question. Corey, since you were holding the camera, how did you do it? Because this individual said, my hubby refuses to hold the camera when it's time.
Well, what? When it's time to give birth?
Yeah, just the whole, I guess like you vlogging the experience.
I had him watch videos beforehand.
Oh, well, the whole.
You're also
all right, so the initial,
husband.
yes, I am Insta husband. So the initial, like the actual birth, they
one of the doctors.
One of the doctors helped us out.
Us.
Because we had our music going anyway, so I wasn't going to be able to use my phone because it was on my phone, the music.
Press pause. That was another question. They asked if they let us play our music, and we did play worship music in the what do they call it? Operating room? In the operating room. And they let us play it from the time we walked in there. We just connected via Bluetooth. So throughout the entire surgery of them cutting and bringing her to me and all that kind of stuff, we were playing her music. We couldn't put it in the video because of copyright stuff, but we played my exact birth playlist while I was in surgery.
So no problems with that.
Nope.
But going back. But yeah, the whole time, of course, my lovely wife here would send me people doing birth vlogs. Well, the men doing the birth vlogs.
Like, he killed this one. And his friend, Q.
My friend, Q. he did great with his, so I was like, all right.
If you haven't seen it, watch Jessica Ace's worth vlog.
I was like, all right, I gotta step up. He kept it, nice and steady. Got everything, doing the talking and all that. So I was like, okay. He set the bar high, so I tried to make sure I got all the vlogging in and everything.
So, good,
so thanks, cause
that
was a lot of pressure.
Good.
Good luck, my brother. You got this.
Did your water break at home, and how often was your cervix checked at home?
My water did break at home. If you go the home birth, natural birth-ish route, so a home birth, midwives only check if you ask. So they believe that too many checks is too much of an increase of a possibility of infection. So they try to do as few as possible. But for me, there were times where I was in so much pain where I was like, I just need to know where I am. Like, I need to know what's going on. So I never was checked until it was like we were progressing. And I could probably count on, I was gonna say less than one hand. It was only a few times that I got checked, but it was only because I was in so much pain. I was like, I just need to know where we are and if I've progressed at all. And you guys can see that I really had progressed because I was still at a 5.
But can I finish? Because you didn't answer. So the water did break at home.
I said that, baby.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she did. She said it did break at home.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But so that also took into account why we were making the decisions of going to the hospital and doing a C-section. Like we said, baby girl was healthy, but because her water had broke,
it was
and
like,
time had
18
moved
hours?
on. Yeah, it was like 18 hours because it was
And you're not
like
supposed to
the
wake up.
early morning before, and we were like going into the next night. So with it breaking that long ago, we were risking infection, and with baby girl still being healthy and everything, they were concerned that if we didn't, something could happen.
I started to get a little fever. She was still good. I started to get a little fever, and we didn't want her heart rate to start increasing with my fever.
Right, so that also went into account of the decisions.
Yeah. But even that being said, even with me getting a little fever, they were like, we can give you some Tylenol, wait it out if you want. It's totally up to you.
They didn't force anything.
Yeah.
Because I was, we watched documentaries, and I was over there ready to just jump in. Like she said, she didn't want that. So, but I ain't have to do that. I was ready to do it. But
we know our rights.
I didn't have to.
What's wrong with y'all?
I'm just saying, I was ready. I was sitting over there because I was on my phone. I was playing music.
What'd you say?
I was waiting for them to say something out of pocket, so they didn't do nothing crazy, so we good.
They were great.
How has having Harper changed your relationship?
To be honest, okay, so mind you, we are 5 weeks and 2 days in. I low-key felt like it's brought us closer. We haven't talked about this, so if you don't agree, just tell me off the camera. tell me off the camera.
No, because we never, like she said, we never talked about this, so I don't really want to hear it. I'm hearing this just like y'all hearing this.
I feel like it's brought us closer. I also feel like it's caused him to see me in a different way because I'm a bit more vulnerable. And I feel like he's probably seeing more than he ever has as far as like even just me hormonally. Because I was fine pregnant. I was, I had a little attitude here and there, or I was hot. That was it. I didn't have any crazy pregnancy spaz outs, did I? No. Yeah. But don't make it like I'm lying.
I'm just saying, but the attitude here and there is just, you see where she gets it from.
Are you done? I feel like it's brought us closer, but I do feel like we've taken advice from a lot of our peers and things that we've seen online as far as like making sure to prioritize your relationship. So even with my mom, coming on certain nights and taking Harp, we make sure that we get our time together. Like even if it's just watching a movie in the room together, like where it's just us. We haven't gotten to the point where we cannot talk about her. We'll let you know how that goes because we're still like literally laying with each other. Like, did you see what she did today? Did you see this picture? But yeah, I think that's all for right now. And we plan and we've consistently planned on like still doing our date nights and things like that, but we also are in a pandemic. So that is different, but we've just found ways to like get our time in here.
I feel like it's definitely been, we've still been consistent as possible with like just us being us, obviously parents now, but like she said, mom comes and takes Harp off our hands for like a few nights out of the week, and we'll take that time to just hang out, talk, watch movies, watch TV, whatever it is, just find that time to be together. And I mean, like she said, we still talk about our baby, obviously. Did you see her? But we still talk about her, but it's not like it's ruining the mood.
Right.
But,
and I'm laughing because the other night, I rented a $10 movie. $10, y'all, on Prime. That is expensive.
You rented it?
No, when we rented Echo Boomers.
Oh, we finished it.
Right, 2 days later.
It took us a while.
Right, so listen, $10. That is too much money to rent a movie to watch one time on Amazon Prime. I rented it. We looked at each other and said,
We didn't even start
in the beginning we said, all right, let's just go to sleep.
Yeah, she said, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna make it. I said,
we
well,
didn't get to the beginning
good
credits
night.
yet. Just rolled over and passed out. So we still be tired from being parents, you know, but we try.
JaLisa, are you dealing with postpartum depression? And if so, how are you handling it?
I am not. And I think I am, I know I am not because I planned for it, like I said earlier. I know that I have an issue with asking for things, and I know asking for help gives me anxiety. So I intentionally planned and scheduled things for help, and I talked to my husband, I talked to the people around me, and basically was like, you know, I already have an issue asking for help, and I try to do everything on my own. So I'm telling you now, I need you to just do stuff when you see it. I need you to just do it. Don't ask me if I need it. Don't ask me if I need help. Like, literally just do it. Don't ask for my permission or anything. And that has helped me so much. And I think even as weird as it may sound, or I don't know if it's toxic or what, but it's being self-aware. And I think me being in therapy and going to therapy long before, you know, us getting married, long before really even meeting Corey, I had been going to therapy because I'm like, I know that I want to start a family and have children, and I just don't want to pass down toxicity or, you know, generational anything. And I know that there are things that I need to address and correct and all that kind of stuff in ways that I'm not the best. And I want to address those. And I feel like because I had taken that action prior to any of this happening, it helped me really be in the right mind space. So even during pregnancy and therapy, it was, my therapist would be like, so if this happens, how are you going to handle it after baby? Or, you know, all this kind of stuff. So just rehearsing different scenarios, also getting the help needed, because you cannot do it all. And you will be hormonal. So yes, I've had a few breakdowns, but to me it was like, okay, it's time. You know what I mean? Like, I know that happens to everybody. But just planning for it, planning for help, planning to continue to work. I've gotten a lot of heat from different troll pages and stuff saying I should not be working this early after a baby. But I know that, you know, working is something that makes me happy, something that brings me joy, and something that brings me normalcy. And anything that makes you feel normal postpartum, you want to do it. And for me, that has helped me so much be the best mom that I could be to her, because my head is on straight and I'm thinking clearly and I'm feeling like I'm still in control. Even though it feels like everything has changed, at least having work and something that has remained consistent helps me feel like, okay, everything isn't, you know, in chaos. So yeah, I feel good. I do not believe that I'm dealing with postpartum depression. I have therapy consistently and frequently, and my therapist be like, all right, now what's really going on? And even my husband, he's like, all right, so how do you feel about this? Or he'll like, I could tell when he like peeps, I'm not like, I need a second. So the other day, Hart was crying all day. He had workouts and he just walked in and was like, give me her. And I just went to another room and I had a little breakdown, but it's normal. You just have to release and keep it moving. But just having people around you that stay in tune to those cues is huge.
Does your baby grunt a lot? Mine is 2.5 weeks, and it's a lot of grunting going on.
Grunting?
Yeah, you know when she's like
grunts.
asleep.
Yeah, I was about to say, she grunts. So we have the bassinet that we use and we put it on her side of the bed. So baby girl likes to grunt in her sleep a lot. So anytime she hears a peep, she is like getting up.
I'm like,
seeing what's going on. And the worst part was we had it on my side at first. So I have become a kind of a heavy sleeper, I guess, since Harper has gotten here. So
since we have lived together.
Okay, she said, so no, okay, I'll say, honestly, I guess, because I didn't think I was, but the other day they said Harper was like crying and everything. She was upstairs and we had the team here and Harper was just in the bassinet. Was she in the bassinet?
She was in here.
She was in the bassinet like just
He was
screaming,
right here.
and I was like laying on the couch asleep.
Didn't move.
And everybody was like, okay, Corey's gonna get her.
And I'm glad that everybody else was here because he thinks I be being dramatic.
Until they confirmed it, yes. But anyway, like I was saying, so I've become a hard sleeper. So we started off having Harper on my side of the bed, and she would start doing her fussing noises and even crying. And the first noise that she would hear, she would just get up, walk all the way on the other side of the bed.
I still do it.
And I wake up and she's just looking at Harp, sleeping. But yeah, so she'll make a little
She grunts a lot. I'm just a paranoid mom, so I'm like, maybe she's choking. Maybe the passy has lodged in her throat. I don't know.
Literally
Anything.
everything. Maybe this, maybe that. Let me go check on the baby.
Yeah,
So,
just in case, you know. Which is why I'm so sleep deprived, because I never fully fall asleep. I'm just like one eye open all night. But you know, that happens. I'll get better.
I hope so.
Maybe. Moms, did you guys get better? Let me know in the comments. When your baby, were you guys as paranoid as a newborn and still the same way as they got older, or what? Because I feel like as she gets older, then she can get into more stuff. Then I'm more paranoid.
Exactly. So please just answer her.
Okay, I give birth next week and I'm afraid of breastfeeding and recovery. What is it really like after birth? Which breastfeeding has been my favorite topic to date because
Shay has learned so much. I like whip out my boob and I'm like, Shay, look.
every
And
day.
she's like, whoa.
Yeah, it definitely. Was that today? We were like, come feel it.
Oh yeah, it's hard as a rock. Literally, when she cries, my boobs just start. They get hard as a rock and then they start leaking. But breastfeeding, honestly, I also thought breastfeeding would be harder. And let me tell you, it was not as bad. Well, Harper had a lip tie, a tongue tie when she was born. And that was painful because she latched, but she literally like probably ripped my nipple to shreds because she couldn't get a grip of it because of her tongue tie. We got that clipped and it's been better ever since. But I feel like the breastfeeding experience is so different for everybody. As every single mom says, fed is best. So give it a try. Just like with my labor plan, give it a try. If it doesn't go your way, just pivot. And that's just the best way I can really explain it because everyone's experience is like so different, like so different. And then just as far as recovery, I mean, you have a week left. Prepare, plan for it, ask for your family for what you think you may possibly need. And then also just be willing to accept the help and say where you are mentally. Like, I'll be like, I can't anymore, take the baby, I can't. But you have to be willing to do that as hard as it may be, but I can guarantee that as you do it, it'll get easier. I mean, I'm only 5 weeks in, so, you know, that's just an educated guess based off of my experience. But, you know, that's it.